Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So I wanted to show you all together what got done here yesterday and what we're planning on doing when the next load comes in. It's either going to be coming in today, which is Friday. Today is actually Friday, but you're not going to see this video on Friday. You'll probably see it on Sunday. So it'll either be coming in today or Saturday morning. But so he started about here in this area and started dumping gravel down through here, and then he had rolled back up over it, and he did that. And I'll show you actually where the first time when he did it, he went to a certain spot and stopped because he wanted to get, hey, no, hella, here, come on girl, get back here, good girl, come here, come on. Hella, here. Hey, now. See, she's right there. Get over here. Come on. Come here. Come on, girl. She got something. She got a scent of something, or she saw something. Good girl. Good girl, Hella. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so the first time that he had done it, sorry guys, he had stopped here at this spot, okay? So he had put gravel from here up around the turn to the opening of the meadow, all right? And so once he finished putting the gravel that he did in the other area for Jamie and Dawn's place, he had extra gravel left on the truck. I said, you know, connect there and just bring it on down through here. So we got quite a bit more gravel, as you can see here, spread out on the road. Now this gravel here, he didn't run back over. I've been out in today, so you can actually kind of see it compressed a little bit with my truck. But what's going to happen moving forward when he brings in this next load of gravel, and that's kind of what I was going to show you guys here on this video. He's going to connect here from this spot right here, and then he's going to come around this turn. All right, come around this turn, lay it in heavier through this central area here, because the creek is right now, as you can see, there's no water flowing through it, right? So it comes out through there, it's underneath here. So he's going to hit this whole area heavy, because when the water is flowing, it sometimes can go over the road. And he's going to bring that stone up. I think we had talked about coming up and connecting up in this area right here, okay? So he's going to stop there. Now, if you guys remember that from this point right now where I'm standing down, and I'll show you where that part ends, it's a 2/10 of a mile stretch that 2 years ago, this section here was the worst section of the road. But what we did is we put 4 loads or 100 tons of stone through this area, okay? And it's held up very, very well. It's still doing good. And so this area here, we're not touching this time. Now, a little divot here, right? A little divot over there, a little divot there. Those are all areas that I can fill in, just grabbing a couple buckets of gravel from our pile that we have. And there's a couple spots, and I'll show you them up ahead as we go also, that I can fill in those little pothole areas with the gravel that we have on site already. Now, what we're going to end up doing after this next load goes in and ties these different areas together, we're going to need at least one more load in for the road, okay? And so we're going to get that down the road here, not anytime super soon, but we're going to get another load in for the road. And then after that part is done, we'll get one more load brought in, staged back by her kennel. So we're ready for winter, when winter comes, and being able to address potholes. But this whole section that we're walking right now was where, and he laid it in here super heavy, because this was a really, really bad area. And he did full road coverage through this area. And it took 4 loads to get this section squared away. So, you know, the road is 0.8 of a mile long. This 0.2 of a mile section obviously needed to be addressed first at that particular time. And then that became the best section of the road while we were working on everything else. Like I said, again, this has been a tremendous amount of work. It's been a work in progress. So what we're going to do up here, right to the turn here, is where that gravel went. That's where we stopped. So probably right up in here. So what I'm going to have him do, probably starting in this general area here, have him hit through this section, and I'm going to show you to where we have the spring boxes up here, and that's always got water. So we have, you know, some water gets across the road here. So I'm going to have him hit this section here fairly well, you know, coverage as well. And again, it's going to be full road coverage. All right. So, and there's, I'll show you the spring box here for those of you that haven't seen it yet. Always water in a spring box. I last year cleaned everything out. You can see more crap is in there, leaves and everything else, but that needs to be cleaned out again. But we always have water in that spring box. I'm going to have him come up past here, probably into this range here, right into this area here, okay? And that'll take care of this section of the road, building that up a little bit more and getting that ready. Now we're going to go around the corner here, and we're going to hit the last section that I'm going to show you. Now up through this area here, okay, where we're heading to right now, there are definite areas that need to be hit, but I can hit these, like right here's a little depression there, all right, up here where you can see there's those I can just do with loading buckets of gravel and bringing them out and getting them ready. So like right there, this is kind of low over here, so this could use a little bit of gravel through this section here. Obviously that pothole, a little bit there. So there's a couple spots through this area that I'll have to address, but again, it's not terrible right now. And so, and I do have some gravel available. Once he puts in this next load in the road and we see how far we get with it, again, like right here, this section right here, okay, that could be built up a little bit. But once we get what we're going to get into the road, then I can kind of assess where I need to hit. Now you see another little pothole there with some water in it, okay, and stay close. So that's basically, I come up here with 8 buckets. I'll just hit that right there, and 8 buckets would take care of that area. So it's just a matter of hitting these other areas as I go. Oh, I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing. Well, it's a nice spot for it, apparently. At least it's not on the gravel. So we're going to walk up here, and I'm going to show you what else he's going to hit. Now, he's going to have in the neighborhood of about 25 tons. The last load was 25 tons. So wasn't terrible, but this section right here is good. As you can see, there's no potholes. It's a little bit higher area, and so it's definitely in good shape, so we don't have to do anything through this area right here. Now down where she is at, and you can see her walking, we just had stone this year put in through this section of the road because it needed it. This section was, you know, getting a lot of water, And now you can see over time it is packed down, which is exactly what we wanted to do, what we wanted to have happen. And so this was a section right here where I'm walking, folks, that was always wet. There was always standing water. You would drive through and it would just be a freaking mess. But again, not anymore because of getting the stone in here. Now we're going to stop here real quick and I'm going to show you this. This is one of the stones that was higher. There's another one with building up the rock around those areas. It's made it easier to drive in. These rocks, like right there, there's a rock right there, that ain't moving, okay? Neither is that one. That one right there is not moving. But there are some high spots through this area, through here, okay, that like there's stone, and you can kind of see the stone right here, okay, and even like with this one here. So there was spots where the stone was high. So with building up the road and getting stone in through this area has definitely made it much nicer to travel on. Like I said, folks, this has been a journey. This is what, third year? Basically most of this work has been done over the last 2 years, and so it has not been an easy journey, obviously. A lot of work has gone into it, a lot of money. So some of you may ask, how much money have we put into the road altogether? And the easy answer is, before this last little bit of stone went in, and then we have another load coming in. So you're looking at about $750 a load, partial load, and then what we have coming in either today or tomorrow, we're looking at right in the range of about $17,000 just into the road. Now, next section is getting hit. You can see this is light through here, so we're going to have him come up here, tie in, and tie into this area here. Now, the gravel had stopped right there, okay? And there was a lot of gravel still left over there. There still is, that we can utilize to put further up the road. We had put a bunch of it right in through here. Now, this may not seem like a lot from this point here to about there. May not seem like a lot. It was a lot of work. And then we had added more here as well. Made it easier to come in. But we're going to tie in from up here, tying in this here. Now, if there's any stone left after this, okay, what is going to happen with that stone? And obviously you guys remember the culvert going in, and right now again the water's not flowing, as you can see. But any stone that we have left after that, we'll start here and start working our way up that way. And so, we will do that. Now, when we get it, so it's not going to go all the way up through to where we need it to be, okay? But we'll be able to get a good section, hopefully, of this done. And like I will show you a couple of things up through here real quick. We added a bunch of stone here. I added a bunch of stone here because this particular rock is higher. You can see that rock right there is higher. So coming down, you got to get yourself in a position where you're not hitting that rock, you're having to go one way or the other. So with getting more stone in through this area, it's going to build it up. We're not going to be hitting that rock and having a problem with it. So that's the plan. We're probably, after this next load, I think I did miscalculate. I said I thought we needed 3 more loads in a road. Well, with the partial load that went into the road, with what we're going to be working on this time and how far it goes from here up, I think we need 1 more load in the road itself after that to call it good. We'll have to get another load after that to be staged so that we have it for potholes moving forward. But lots of progress, and you can see there's a lot of stone here that we're going to have to come in here, get this stone out of here, and get it further up into the road. So that's going to need to be done as well. This is more the crusher run. That was the number 2 stone. We're not going to leave that there. That's a waste if we do that. So we will utilize that in the road moving forward. But progress has been amazing. Absolutely pleased with where we're at with the progress. And the road is definitely night and day. If you watch some of the older videos and some of the stuff that you never saw on video with trying to get out farther up the hill, it was just a freaking absolute disaster. It was a mess and it was a nightmare. So we've made substantial progress. Really happy with everything overall. Much nicer now coming in and out. And like I said, as we get this next load in, it's going to tie a lot of the road together, and that's the plan, that's the game plan, and we're getting there. But anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this. I am going to do a video when he's putting the stone in, so you guys are going to be able to see that as well. And so you'll see the progress as it's getting done. And so hopefully everything goes well, and I will do definitely an update video after he has everything done, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get everything in a timely manner done on video. So that's where we're at. This is a long video, so I'm just going to go ahead and end this. I hope you've enjoyed this. But this is the road into the property, folks. We are 0.8 of a mile from the main road down to the camper. And so it is a journey. And it has been a lot of work, a lot of effort to get this where we're at now. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to always give props to my group. Without the efforts and the teamwork of my group, we would not be anywhere near where we are at with everything overall without working as a team. And so definitely hats off to my group. They are amazing. A lot of good people. You know, again, we continue to add, and so it's just been great. So anyway, very long video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to just sign off, and I will see you guys on the next one. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.